All right, we welcome you back. We've had to actually create a second stream here on our YouTube, Roosevelt University Athletics YouTube channel. We apologize for the outage, but we are back with you. And a wild sequence of events here as now, just before we came back on the air, there was a major confrontation going on in front of the net here to our right. It's now a 6-2 game, by the way, as at 8:23 of the period. Another goal scored for the Illini, and that was by Carson Mitchell. And so that's where we stand now. 6-2 is the score. And now the officials are sorting out what I think will be a bevy of penalties coming up here as we continue on in this game. 6-2 in favor of Illinois. And again, we apologize for our live stream being interrupted. And the officials now will continue to chat. So a long conversation going on. As we come back to our broadcast, we have 10:22 remaining in the second period, so we're just shy of the halfway point of the game. And right now a 2-minute minor has been posted on the penalty timer, and that will go to Kevin Euler, his second penalty of the game. And we'll see if there are any other penalties doled out. I got to believe there will be, as a major confrontation, just as we were about to come back on the air, occurred in front of the Illinois net here to our right. Anyway, face-off now near circle to the left to the right of the Laker net, and off the face-off, quick drive from the high slot that whistles wide to the right. Came back now around to the near side, one timed in by Mitchell.
With 10 minutes and 22 seconds remaining in the second period. For the Fighting Illini, number 6, Nick Scavone, and number 27, Riley Berg. 2 minutes plus 10 for roughing. For the Roosevelt Lakers, number 27, Drake Adams, and number 93, Lucas Karowski. 2 minutes plus 10 for roughing. In addition, for the Lakers, number 8, Kevin Euler, 2 minutes for unsportsmanlike conduct. Once again, all penalties assessed at 10 minutes 22 remaining in the second period.
So there we have the recap on the penalty situation. It is a 6-2 lead for Illinois as we continue on to the halfway point of the second period. Face-off coming up near circle to the right of the Roosevelt net. On the draw for the Illini there was Gregory Ettingen. It whirls around now to the far boards, and now it'll be cleared back out to center and controlled by the Illini. They'll put it back into the neutral zone now. Pass to the near side. Illini bringing it across the Laker line on the left wing. Pulling up now, bottom hash marks near circle. Played back out front to Ross, around now to the right wing circle. Back around now to the near side to Mitchell, to Ross. Mitchell, a one-timer, and that goes flying wide right. Mitchell bidding for the hat trick here this evening. And now the puck cleared back into the Illinois zone. Ross back to retrieve it here for the Illini. Puck came around now to the near side. Went now to the neutral zone. Across the line. Illinois controlling. Top hash marks far circle. Drop back there and no one home. And it'll slide back into the Illinois zone. Put ahead now by the goalie. That's Woodring, who struggled early but has kept his team in a situation where they've been able to capitalize and kept the Lakers to just a pair of goals in this game. Whistle here as the Lakers were backtracking into their own zone, and the Illini were putting it through the neutral zone. And looks like a penalty here on Illinois on the way. So the penalty minutes piling up. This will be a 2-minute minor assessed here to Carson Mitchell, who's had a fascinating game tonight. Face-off coming up near circle now to the left of the Laker net. Beg your pardon, to the left of the Illini net. Here's the draw. Blake Martino on the face-off. Came down to Hallett. He fires one in. Here's the call on the penalty.
To Carson Mitchell, 2 minutes for a cross-check at 8:40 remaining in the second period. Carson Mitchell, 2 minutes for a cross-check at 8:40.
Puck now back behind the net, so a cross-checking penalty. Not the first cross-check we've had tonight. Here's Hallett again from the near point. Fires it in and went wide right. Went over to the far side. Ryan O'Connell put it back in toward the area behind the net. Now he has it again, far circle. Backed it up now to the left wing point. So the Lakers now in their first power play of the game. And they throw it in front, but no shot available. It came down to the right wing half board. Over now to the left wing side to Danny Bazach. Skates into the far circle. Return pass for Bazach. Did not connect. And Illinois able to clear. And they'll go back now into the Lakers zone. And left here now for Tanner Hallett. Hallett came through the neutral zone along the near boards, flipped it ahead. Rink wide pass to the far side. Fired in from there, went wide right. Puck came around now to the near boards. Taken back now. Just as it was about to go over the blue line, Kevin Euler was able to dump it back in deep into the Illini zone. Puck now back behind the Illinois net. Back around to the near side now to Euler. Deals it wide left. Hallett, correction. Putting over to the far side, Bowen Lopez. Now around to the near side it goes. Illinois trying to clear, and they're able to do so. Hallett takes it back in the neutral zone. Back skates into his own end. Now it got played back inadvertently by Lopez, and Hallett has to get to it to the far side of the net. 10 seconds remaining on the Laker power play. 6-2 is the score. Lakers trailing by 4. Up the far side, Hallett across the blue line. Flipped it in deep, no one there. Came down to the near side. I think that was Hallett. Couldn't tell whether actually it was 2-6 or 2-8 on the sweater number. Puck now to the far corner. Lakers can't do anything with that. Came back out now to the neutral zone. Across the line on the left wing. Skating in deep. Quick shot. And that got deflected by the defense, and now the Lakers able to clear after the attempt there by Louis Yandoli. Bidding for his second goal of the game. And now icing on the Lakers. So a very physical game. Many penalty minutes, and right now we're down to 6:18 remaining in the second period. It is a 6-2 lead for Illinois. Face-off far circle now to the left of the Laker net. Went into the far corner, now back around to the left wing side. Popped into the air, knocked down. Lopez got to it, tosses it into the Illinois zone. Back in behind the net, went over to the far side. Up the far boards, across the red line, into the Lakers zone now. Illinois controls. Little return pass here. That went to Zach Hipsch, who dropped it back. Then he tried to reel in a return pass. Didn't work out. Danny Bazach fed it ahead across the blue line. Now a return pass attempted here by Quigley. Didn't really get to where he wanted it to go. Quigley now with it in the left wing corner. He loses it. Illinois back the other way. 2-on-1 into the zone. Late Laker defensive help coming in as a quick shot and a save by Harbor Castle. Illinois will have a face-off coming up. Right now the shots on goal, and officially 21-12 in favor of Illinois. 6-2 is the score in favor of the Illini. Face-off coming up, far circle now to the left of the Laker net. Danny Bazach on the draw. Driven in from the top of the far circle right on, and a save by Harbor Castle. Ettingen on the shot, Gregory Ettingen. Face off again, far circle to the left of the Roosevelt net. Danny Bazach on the draw. Came back out front, Illinois able to control. Backhanded and deep there by Jadong. Went back in behind the net now. Scramble for the puck. Came back around now to the near side. Lakers able to control. They're trying to steer it through traffic there, not successfully. Quigley. Puck now back in the Illini zone. They clear it up ahead. Gregory Ettingen fed it up now across the blue line. Return pass to the near side. Broken up there by Quigley. Now the puck squirts out to the neutral zone. Quickly able to get to it. Quigley across the line. Dropped it back for Bazach. Fed it ahead to Quigley. He tried to jam it home. Scrambled in front of the net and eventually covered up here by Woodring. And everybody gathering for a moment in front of the net. As now we have 4:48 remaining in the second period. 6-2 in favor of Illinois. Again, we appreciate your forbearance on our technical issues as our internet connection dropped. Had to reestablish that to get back on the air. Here's the faceoff now. Joey Coglianese on the faceoff for the Lakers, but it's won by Illinois. They have it behind their own net. Illini controlling. Puck came around now to the near side. Here's Carson Mitchell. Rink wide, popped into the air. Goes flying into the glass far side, then lands in the Lakers zone. Pressure here. Sharp angled shot. Castle with a save. Rebound went back in behind the net. Battled for here, and now eventually taken by the Lakers. They'll run it up the far boards. Tanner Hallett backhands it ahead. Slides to the far side of the net. Woodring fires it back now. Woodring fired it back to the far post. Far boards, rather. Puck now flung in. Looked like it was going to head to the far post. But eventually it came down to the near side as Kevin Euler tried to toss it in toward the far side of the net. Here's Rostow back the other way, firing, in a nice snap out of midair there by Harbor Castle on the save, and we'll have a faceoff coming up. A faceoff on the way. Heading to the final moments, or at least the late stages of the second period. Puck now slided toward the slot, but then it got deflected back, and the Lakers ultimately take it now along the far side. Just over 3:40 remaining in the period. Across the line now, near side, trying to push it ahead. Crozier came back now to the right wing corner. Puck came down to the near side half board, and Illinois able to take it back. They work it up the near side, backhanded into the Lakers zone. Karam's on the inboards, and now Harbor Castle, in a nervous moment there, was able to cover it up. Puck got put in by Adrian Wisniewski, but Castle alertly able to get to it. It looks like we have our audience coming back on our backup YouTube, or our secondary YouTube stream. Hopefully we'll hold steady for the rest of the evening, as now the officials are conferring. Wild game, 6-2 to score, in a game that has had quite a few penalty minutes here tonight. Clock stopped with 3:29 remaining in the second period. Everybody kind of milling around right now. Looking out onto the ice. I don't believe we have an injury stoppage. So we continue on, and it looks like we're about to resume. Face up now, near circle to the right of the Laker net. Here's the draw. Came back bottom of the near circle and flipped back over to the far boards. Taken there by Andrew Lozenak. He wheels it around now to the near side. Rink wide pass to Danny Bazach at the red line. Deals it into the Illinois zone, but it's going to be poked away, and now the Illini able to take it back. They'll rink wide it now to the near side. Chipped up ahead here. Poked into the zone. Trying to gain possession there was Rosansky. Kind of poked it into the zone. Got it back in the slot. Sends a shot flying in, but it went wide right. Oh, my goodness. That was at high velocity as well. Now the Lakers able to take it back. Rink wide now to the near side. Crozier spinning across the line. Tried to dump it in. And the Illini say not so fast. It came back out into the neutral zone. Able to get to it there now. Here's Yandoli. And he fires in the slot. Pad save by Castle. Rebound came out now to the right wing point. Tossed in from there. Oh, it got through and then almost went wide. Actually, I think it did go wide near side. Puck now into the near corner, back in behind the Roosevelt net. Lakers turn it over. Backhand spinorama. Saved by Castle. Rebound. Let's see here. Sticks in the air, but I don't believe we'll have a goal. The action intensifying here as 2:26 remains in the second period. 6-2 Illinois with a lead. .26 shots on goal right now for Illinois. They have doubled up the Lakers in that category. Face off near circle. Gregory Ettingen on the draw now for the Illini. And it's fired in immediately, and it went flying wide to the right side. Varasso on that shot. Puck now pinned against the far corner boards. Battled for here. Who will want it? Taken by the Lakers. They'll play it to the near side. Long pass, banks along the far boards, and goes back into the Illinois zone. I think that's Nicholas Rupich to track it down for the Illini. Illinois now controlling in their own end. Player down up ahead very temporarily. No injury as the game continues on. Puck came down to the near boards. Hard hit applied here. Puck now back into the neutral zone after it went for a moment into the Laker end. Flipped in deep. Woodring now will chip it up ahead. Puck came to the neutral zone. And now the Illini able to control. Came back again to center ice. Now it got tossed back into the Laker zone. That was an interesting journey for the puck. Puck now back in behind the net. Pushed around to the near side by Michael Somona, who got pinned against the boards. Puck came back out now to the near point. Kept in by the Illini. Shot from the high slot and went wide left. Rebound came back down behind the net after that shot by Rupich. Came back to the near side. Thrown in deep. Near the bottom of the near circle. Put back in behind the net. Over now to the far side of the net. Thrown in front. They score. Great pass. Ready and waiting in the slot was Ross Sheldon for a second goal of the game. And Illinois now up with a commanding 7-2 lead late in the second period. Sheldon ready and waiting. Illinois now outscoring the Lakers 4-1 in the second period. That goal coming exactly at the 19-minute mark as we have 1 minute remaining in the period. Second time tonight we've had a goal right on the nose as far as the minutes go. Here's the announcement coming up on the goal.
1 minute remains in the period. Fighting Illini goal by number 20, Ross Jaldung. Off the assists by number 29 and 15, Gregory Ettingen. At 1 minute remaining in the second period.
Yo, come on.
So, the announcement on the goal coming at the 19-minute mark exactly. And we have a face-off coming up as now 34 and 2/10 remain in the second period. An eventful second period. That's an understatement. Illinois wins the draw. They ring the puck around the boards down to the near side. Came back out to the neutral zone and all the way back down to the Laker end. Tanner Hallett back to track it down. Has it now behind his own net. Took a little bit of a glancing blow behind the net. Thrown out front here. Scramble in front of the cage. Taken away by the Lakers. Hallett got to it. Got tied up there by an Illinois defender. Puck now back in behind the net. Puck came around out to the near side. Pushed ahead, but the Lakers turned it over. Now whistle just as Ross got to it there for the Illini. And now we have 8.9 remaining in the period. 7-2 Illinois. 5 goals here in this middle frame. Face-off coming up far circle to the right of the Illini net. Now they'll move it here to the left side, near face-off circle in the Illinois zone. Jack Quigley on the face-off now for the Lakers. Came to the high slot. Drive from there. Oh, it looked like it didn't get through. Scrambled in front of the net. Lakers trying to keep it in, and now the puck came to the neutral zone, and that'll end the end of the second period. That last shot coming in from Kevin Euler.
In the second period, 2 minutes for a cross-check. Ettingen David at 8.9, 2 minutes for a cross-check.
Well, we had another penalty, as you heard, as the two teams heading up now toward the runway. The Illinois team here gathering to our right. It almost looks like they are forming up as if the game had ended, as they're congratulating the goaltender.
Fighting Illini 7 and the Roosevelt Lakers 2. Shots on goal unofficial for the second period. For the Fighting Illini, 14 for the period, 28 for the game thus far. For the Roosevelt Lakers, 6 shots on goal for the period, 14 for the game so far. Once again, unofficial shots on goal for the second period. For the Fighting Illini, 14. For the Roosevelt Lakers, 6.
So there you have the shots on goal totals. And for the game thus far, Illinois 28-14 for the Lakers. Second period scoring. Lot to review here. Lakers got it started on the tally of 2:08. That came from Lucas Karowski. And then after that, it was all Illinois in the second period. At 3:13, able to light the lamp, that was Carson Mitchell. And then they were able to get another goal at the 4-minute mark, and that came from Luis Yandoli. Then Illinois added to their lead at the 8:23 mark of the period, as Carson Mitchell with his second goal of the game, and then also the second goal of the game at 19 minutes from Ross Jaldung. And that's where we stand here now at 7-2 in favor of Illinois. And carrying over now, 1:52 remains on the penalty that came near the end of the first period. That's an Illinois penalty that got assessed to David Ettingen. So, I think that was hopefully a cogent recap. We're going to step aside, take our second intermission, and then we will be back with our third period play-by-play in about 10 minutes. 7-2 in favor of Illinois. We'll step aside, come back for period 3 in a few. This is Roosevelt University Hockey. right, we welcome you back as we're about to head to period number 3 this evening here at the Edge Ice Arena, Bensenville, Illinois. And it is a commanding 7-2 lead now for Illinois as we head to the third period. Again, as we resume this game, there will be 1 minute and 52 seconds of a penalty to still be served for Illinois. That is for David Ettingen. So the Lakers still have a power play opportunity in the offing as we start the third period. And again, thank you. We had to kind of disconnect and then restart a separate stream here on our YouTube channel, so we thank you for your patience there. And we had to kind of do that on the fly without any warning. So those of you who were able to immediately log back on, we thank you for being with us. So on we go now to period number 3. Lakers going as we look at it and as you watch on our YouTube video stream from right to left and Illinois left to right. Off the face-off now, the Lakers able to control in their own zone. The Lakers down 7-2, and it appears as if we may have a weekend split result here this weekend. Illinois now able to take it back. They rush it in deep. Quick shot in front, and it went wide left side. Good pass ahead, and Carson Mitchell bidding for the hat trick tonight, but not able to connect there. Lakers able to take it back. They feed it through the neutral zone. Danny Bizach in the near circle. Back in behind the net. Deals it now to the right wing point. Return pass now back in behind the net. Put over to the far side. And now back in behind the net the third time. And now Kyle Alpe trying to get to it. Can't clear. Bizach fired it back in. It went wide right. Puck into the far corner. Lakers again taking it back, applying the pressure. Under a minute remaining on the RU power play. Puck came here now to the near side. Left wing point with it there was Lopez. Now to Bizach. Danny Bizach from near the midpoint. Wristing it in, never got through, and it's now cleared by Illinois back toward Harbor Castle. Puck now back in the Illinois zone, and the Illini will toss it out to the neutral zone. They dump it back into the Laker end. And it'll be back to retrieve Bowen Lopez here for the Lakers. Lopez kind of slowly skidding it to the far side. Nice rink-wide pass came to the near side now. And across the line, rising wrister there. And it goes above the crossbar into the glass behind the net on the shot that came in there from Joey Coglianese. And now back again from the neutral zone. That was fired right on. Stop made on the shot there by Ryan O'Connell. And now dump back into the Illinois, from Illinois, into the Lakers zone. Tanner Hallett back to retrieve now for the Lakers. Penalty over, both teams now at full strength. Puck now flipped back into the Illinois zone, and now back into the neutral zone it goes. Here's Ryan O'Connell, had it taken away. Illinois on the move into the Lakers zone. Quick shot, Harbor Castle to save, and a kind of a medium height line drive that came in deep. It came in from the left wing. And that shot coming in from Anthony Verassi. He has it right back. Top of the far circle. Wrister didn't get far. Now it came out to the neutral zone. Puck from center ice banked along the near boards. Backhanded now into the Lakers zone, but the Lakers take it right back. They flip it out now to the neutral zone. Trying to get to it there for a brief moment. That was Wisniewski, but he got ridden off the puck. Lakers back now, driving into the Illinois zone. Quick shot here from the slot. Looked like it got steered wide to the left side. And that'll be taken back by the Illini. Kurowski with that last shot for the Lakers. Good drop back pass here. Bottom of the near circle. Sharp angled shot went wide to the left side. That came in from Zach Hipsch. Now it went over to the far boards. Played into the slot. No shot available there for the Illini. Puck now came around to the near side. And taking it back now, here's Kevin Euler. Euler across the line. Over to the far circle. Quick shot, wrister, low line drive, knee-high save. Held on there by Woodring. And a face-off coming up. Looked like that was Kurowski with a shot. He'll come off now and take a seat on the bench. Personnel changes for the Lakers. And 16 minutes and change remaining in the third period. Face-off went down to the far corner. Now back in behind the net. And the Illini ringing around to the near side. Rink wide now, over to the far side. Lakers able to take it back. Flipped into the Illinois zone, knocked down along the far boards. Put ahead, knocked down a second time. Illinois now, they bring it across the Laker line. Good pass to the near side. Kind of a wide turn there by Rosansky in toward the near corner. Had it now doubled back to the near side. Puck still in the Lakers zone. Came back now toward the right wing corner. Lakers try to flip it out of the zone. They can't do it, but now they're able to bring it out in their own right anyway. Across the line now. Near circle, sharp angled shot, and that goes flying wide to the right side as that one came in from Drake Adams. Back the other way, and back to get to it. Mark Abrego for Roosevelt. Put it to the near boards. Now deflected to through the center ice faceoff circle all the way back into the Illinois zone. Illini play it up ahead. Puck now bouncing around the neutral zone faceoff circle. Taking a swipe at it there was Yandoli. Lakers tried to advance it, came back out into the neutral zone. With it here now, Michael Somona deals it to the far side. Came back out now along the far boards out to center ice. Illinois now bringing it back into the Lakers zone. Flipped in front here. Looked like trying kind of a mini redirect there near side. That didn't work out. I think that was a couple of Illini players were right in front of the goal there. And now it got played back into the Illinois zone. It'll be icing on the Lakers. I'd like to see a replay of that last sequence to see who tried to flip it in deep. As either way, we'll have a face-off coming up. Far circle to the right of the Roosevelt net. 15-10 remains in the third period. Here's the draw. Went over to the far side, bounces back out to the neutral zone along the far boards. Now tossed right back in here by Tomas Lulinski. Lakers take over back behind their own net. They'll play it to the near side. The two Lakers battling forward here. Timothy Pickrell and Coglianese battling for it, but Lakers couldn't advance, and now it got played back into the Illinois zone. It'll be icing, it appears, against Roosevelt here. So a face-off coming up. Illinois now, to this point, out shooting the Lakers 29-16 in the game. 14:42 remaining in the third. Draw came near circle. Back in behind the net now. Illinois able to control. David Ettingen put it to the far side. Now it goes back behind the net. Mark Abrego trying to get to it there, kind of getting tied up near the end boards. Came back now toward the right wing corner. Illinois got it back, thrown in front, quick shot, saved by Castle. Rebound went over to the far side and into the corner it goes. Illinois remaining in control. Pass now to the near side. Rupich with it. Sends it in, blocked by the defense. Lakers barely clear, and Illinois now will just toss it back in. As they also tried to get back on side. Lakers now have the puck back. No, it's not a ball, it's a puck. Had football earlier today, still had that there in the deep recesses of the brain. Up the near boards now, into the Illini zone. Here's Kevin Euler. Euler near circle, fed it up ahead, backhand attempt here. Kind of swatted at, and a save made and covered up now by Nolan Woodring, and we'll have a face-off coming up. Looked like it was Karowski on the shot attempt for the Lakers. 7-2 Illinois. 13:46 remaining in the third period as this game kind of settling into a little bit of a pattern. Face-off top of the near circle. Quick shot wide right. That one came in from Drake Adams. Puck now back behind the net. Came around now to the near side. Back now. Rink wide pass to the far point. Fired in from there. Scrambled in front of the net. Pushed aside there, I think, by Woodring himself as he was kind of spread-eagled on the ice near the far post. Players now taking a tumble almost everywhere. Illinois now trying to clear. Now it got put back into the near corner. Back in behind the net. Quigley, who has a goal tonight for the Lakers, brought it back out now top of the near circle. Well, they tried to jam it through traffic here as the sequence started top of the near circle by O'Connell. Puck now came all the way back into the Roosevelt zone. Race to the puck here, O'Connell. Just barely one step ahead of Verassi. Lakers now coming back up the near boards. Hallett had it taken away. Good takeaway there by Ross Yadung. Sharp angled shot far side. Did not get through. Came around now to the near side. And into the near corner it goes. Back in behind the net once again. Taken to the near side. Thrown in front. That was a case there where you just try to toss it in and maybe it hits the shoulder and bounces in. That didn't work out. Puck now played over to the far boards. Cleared by Ryan O'Connell to the neutral zone. Illinois right back. And now a whistle as the puck sitting right on the blue line. Looks like here we have a new goaltender in, as a matter of fact, now for the Lakers. Joe Harbor Castle no longer in. It's Nicholas L. in the net now for Roosevelt. 12 minutes plus remaining in the third period, 7-2 in favor of Illinois. Now whistle as one of the officials takes a fall right near the center dot on the rink. .12:16 remains in the game. Illinois now up to 31 shots on goal. And here's the face-off. And the Lakers able to dump it in. Went back in behind the net, came around now to the near side. And a whistle. Let's see if we have a penalty on the way. It would be our first of the third period. Things kind of calming down here a little bit in this final frame. And I believe this is going to go to Luis Yandoli. Yep, it'll be Yandoli, the 2-minute minor. We'll have the call coming up here momentarily. Face-off coming up, far circle to the left of the Illinois net, so the Laker power play will come onto the ice. Chance to get a tally here. Around the perimeter to the near side, shot sliding in deep, but now deflected here to the left.
Fighting Illini penalty on number 9, Luis Yandoli. 2 minutes for slashing at 12:08 remaining in the third period. Luis Yandoli, 2 minutes for...
So Luis Yandoli with a penalty, as we noted. And now the Lakers try to bring it, advancing it across the blue line. Players spinning down to the ice. And a stoppage here. So the penalty now to Yandoli has still 1:32 remaining. Players gathering here a little bit in the near face-off circle, as we have 11:40 remaining in the third period. Now to be brought back out beyond the blue line. Face up near left on in the neutral zone. Came back to the center ice face-off circle. Played now to the near side to Drake Adams. Rink winding it over to the far side. Lakers bring it across the line. Back in behind the net. I believe this is Kurowski with it. Couldn't see the second number, the second digit on the sweater. That was Kurowski. He was in a crowd. Now the puck going over to the far boards. Tossed back in here toward Danny Bazach. That came in from Jack Quigley. Bazach had the puck go by him. Came to the near circle. Quigley again, high slot. That got turned away. It went over to the far side. Lakers able to keep it in now. Kurowski just inside the blue line. Tossed it in deep. A little spin around there near the end boards. Now it came around to the left wing side. 43 seconds remaining on the penalty, and now Illinois able to clear. Lucas Kurowski back to retrieve for the Lakers. Got around one Illini defender. Brought it down to the near side. Across the blue line. Here's Pickrell. Sends it in deep. Went over to the far side. And now from the neutral zone. Cleared all the way to the other end by Illinois. 20 seconds remaining now on the Laker power play. Now it's down to 15. Lakers back through the center ice faceoff circle across the logo. Into the zone there was Mark Abrego, but he had it taken away, but Illinois can't clear. Woodring now backhands it to the near side. Puck came here, near side, into the circle. Played into the slot, quick shot, they score! And the Lakers on the board. I don't think it'll go as a power play goal. Just when the goal was scored, I looked up and the penalty timer had expired. But either way, it's now a 7-3 game. Kohler Crozier. Able to pick up the tally. We'll have the official announcement shortly. That goal coming at 9:56 of the period.
Yeah.
Lakers goal by number 96, Kohler Crozier. Off the assist by number 8, Kevin Euler. And number 22, Timothy Pickrell.
So Euler and Pickrell on the assists for the goal for Crozier. That makes it a 7-3 game. We're now under 10 minutes remaining in the third period. That's the second time the puck bouncing through the neutral zone. And it came here to the near corner. Back in behind the net, went over to the far side. Quigley got to it there, weaving through a maze of players, and is able to spin it back into the Illini zone. It'll be icing here on the Lakers. $9:14 remaining. 2 more games coming up next weekend. Lakers against Robert Morris University from Pennsylvania. And the first game Friday night, next game next Saturday afternoon. A pair of matchups here as we already kind of moving toward we're still in early October, still a long ways to go. Summer-like day here the last few days in the Chicago area. Here's Tanner Hallett now with it behind the net, played it over to the far corner. Nice rink-wide pass to the near side. Across the line now. Here's Adams. In deep, sharp angled, pad save made there by Woodring, scrambled along the near post, puck still loose. Illinois able to gain possession. Played around now to the near side. Tipped up ahead. Here come the Illini. Pushed across the line. And one of the Illini players, I was shielded here because of the angle below us. The board's actually blocking the view. Didn't see who it was, but I believe everybody okay now as the Lakers able to gain possession in their own zone. Rink wide pass to the far side, taken away. Illinois back into the Laker end. Pass here toward the slot was fanned down, but then it came back into the slot anyway. Backhander got sent in and it went wide as 2 players colliding, one losing their stick. It was Michael Somona who lost his stick, was able to quickly retrieve it. Puck now back to center ice. Race to it here. Spinning to the ice there for a moment was Euler. He's back on his skates. Puck came to the near side, now back in behind the net. Backhanded toward the net. Went back in behind the cage, came around now to the near side. Lakers able to keep it in. Mark Abrego. Now it went over to the far side and taken by the Illini. Dumped in from center ice. Goes flying into the end boards. Abrego took it back now for the Lakers. Up through the neutral zone and reversed back. Illini back across the line. Ettinger with a shot. Deflected away by L. Wound up going over to the far side after L deflected it to the near side of the net. Strange journey indeed for the puck there. Puck now tossed across the line. Euler trying to chase it down, went back in behind the net. Came around now to the near side and Illinois able to control. Through traffic across the blue line. Quick shot here. And L tried a pad save there. It got deflected away and now we have a whistle. Riley Burke up the right wing there, getting a good opportunity, but to no avail. .701 remains in the third. It is a 7-3 Illinois lead. Puck now back into the Illini zone. Back to get it there. Zach Hibsch. Went over down to the far boards. Lakers trying to regain possession. Went back in behind the net again. Came to the near side, lofted back the other way, and we have a whistle. So that'll stop the clock with 6:33 remaining. And the Lakers, unless they can get a flurry late here, will be in danger of absorbing their first loss of the season. Actually, they're already in danger of that happening. Face-off near circle to the right of the Illinois net. Here's the draw. Came out now to the midpoint, fired in. Got deflected to the near side. Quigley with it back. Brought it back now to the left wing point. Left-handed wrister redirected wide left. Lozenak came in with the initial shot, then the redirect went left side. Puck came back out front. Lakers able to nicely keep it in. Dump back into the near corner. Quigley able to track it down. Deals it to the near circle, and it's taken away now by the Illini. Up the near side. Rossi across the line. Played it now to the far circle. One timed in from there. Save made by L. Rebound into the slot, and then a whistle as the puck was sliding through the slot area. 3 players are down on the ice. 1 in front of the net, 2 in the far corner. And the player down in the slot is back up on his skates, but still other players are piled up along the far corner there. 2 Illini players kind of tangled up. Back on his skates now is Samuel Knowles. And also there is Ross Yadung. Penalty coming up now for Roosevelt. This will be Drake Adams getting a 2-minute minor with 5:56 remaining in the contest. 7-3 in favor of Illinois. So the two teams apparently heading to a weekend split here. Lakers won the opener last night in Champaign, 3-2 in a shootout. Lakers had a good start tonight, but Illinois with a barrage of goals. Lakers scored the first goal of the game at just past the 4-minute mark of the first period, but then Illinois with the next 3. Lakers started the second period scoring with a goal.
7, Drake Adams, 2 minutes for boarding at 5:58 remaining in the third period. Drake Adams, 2 minutes for boarding at 5:58.
Lakers going for the shorthander there. That didn't work out. We were just mentioning after the first Laker goal of the second period, Illinois reeled off 4 in a row. Lakers have the only goal of the third stanza. Inside 90 seconds remaining on the penalty. Here's Ross now with it, angling across the blue line, far side. Stops at the half board, played it now around to the near side. Gregory Ettingen played it back now, top of the far circle, back to Rass, around to Ettingen near side. Around the perimeter, then to the far side. Back now to Ettingen. Gregory Ettingen steers it back toward the near point here for a minute. Holding the puck for a brief moment there was Varasi. Now the Lakers able to bring it back across the line. Hallett tried to feed it into the slot for, I believe, Quigley. That ball, that puck got knocked away, and it'll be taken back now by the Illini. Ettingen across the blue line. I am aware this is hockey, friends. Don't worry. Here's Ross now at the midpoint. Fed it now top of the far circle. A little wrister, not a lot behind it. Went wide left, and now the net has been dislodged, and we'll have a stoppage for that. Had volleyball last night, football earlier today, and we have soccer tomorrow, so all of those sports involve a ball. This sport involves a disc. All right, face-off coming up far circle now to the right of the Roosevelt net. Closing in on the 4-minute mark, time remaining in this third period and in the game. Illinois now out shooting the Lakers 33-19 this evening. They've had a substantial edge in that category the entire game. Up the near boards now. Here's Kyle Alpe into the Lakers zone. Dumped it into the near corner. Came back in behind the net. Taken back now, but the Lakers can't clear. Kept in right point by Rupic. Fed in deep, and again now the net is going to be loosened, and we'll have a face-off. I remember way back in the day, obviously that would be a penalty if it's done on purpose, and I believe way back when goalies would try to slyly knock that net off the mooring to try to prevent maybe a possibility, although it was harder back then because you had the poles that actually protruded from the ice, and if that net came loose, that made it very dangerous. And they came up, I believe, with what are now magnetic pegs embedded in the ice. It's been the case for a while. There's a shot right on and covered up now. As in goal here in the third period for the Lakers is Nicholas L. .354 remaining. Face-off, near circle. Yandoli on the face-off, and now it came back here to the top of the near circle. Beauchamp trying to get control, couldn't do it, but he got help from behind by a teammate. Flipping it up ahead there was Kyle Alpe. Lakers able to take it back. They push it across the blue line along the near boards. Pass back for Quigley, knocked away. Quigley giving chase, but now it'll be taken back by the Illini. Just over 3:20 remaining in the game. Puck now flipped ahead into the Lakers zone. I think that's Beauchamp being taken into the boards. Puck loose, put back in behind the net. Now a player's taking a tumble here as Quigley applying the check on the end boards. Around the perimeter to the far side. Fired in from there. And off the puck here. A little exchange going on, but nothing major. Face-off coming up. 3:08 remaining in the game. Let's see if we've had another cross-check. Two-minute penalty coming up now to the Illini. This will be Jacob Rosansky, who will sit out most of the rest of this game. Has his helmet off in the penalty box.
Illini penalty on number 19, Jacob Rosansky. 2 minutes for a cross-check at 3:08 remaining in the third period.
Cross-checking is, obviously you see it from time to time, but I can't recall as there's a line drive and a save made by Woodring and a shot that came in from Drake Adams, but a lot of penalties tonight for cross-checking. So apparently they're calling that close. Face-off coming up near circle to the right of the Illini net. Adams now off a pass, has it to the midpoint, around to the near side to Danny Bazach. Adams looked like he was going to take a one-timer, thought better of it, brought it now to Bazach. Bazach over to the far circle on the pass. Back now to Drake Adams. Sends in a wrister here. Knocked down, but then it's in front of the net and they score! Woodring tried to make the catch, couldn't hold on to it. The puck was just sitting there in front of the net, and the Lakers able to pick up their fourth goal of the game. See if this will be Quigley. If it is, it'll be his second of the game. .227 remaining in the third, and a 7-4 score.
Yeah. Yeah, baby.
Goal by number 68, Jack Quigley. Off the assist by number 27, Drake Adams, and number 94, Luke Watterson. At 2:27 remaining in the third period.
So that goal, as you noted, coming at 2:27 remaining in the period. So that'll be at 17:33, and it's a 7-4 game. So the Lakers getting some late scoring here, under 2 minutes remaining in the contest. Illinois controlling in their own end, so the Lakers will fall now to 2-1 on the year. But even so, a really good start to the season here for the Lakers. They'll have two more games next weekend here at the Edge. And that'll be against Robert Morris University from Pennsylvania. Puck brought to the near side, tossed in front. And no shot taken there after from the near circle got thrown in front there by Nicholas Scavone. Back the other way now. The Lakers trying to get something going there, but it didn't work out. Approaching the 1 minute mark, time remaining in the game.
Remains in the period.
And there you go, 1 minute remaining in the period and in the game, unless the Lakers can score 3 times. Fastest hat trick ever, 3 goals in 27 seconds. Bill Mosienko, forget the year. Member of the Chicago Blackhawks. I don't know what the record is for 3 goals in a row by the same team or anything like that, but that hat trick record, very well known. Who knows if that one will ever be broken. Under a half minute remaining in the game. And a stick save here now by L as that got tossed in from the near side. The final seconds winding down, 15 seconds remaining. Lakers with one final attempt. Poked away, dumped back into the Lakers zone here. Now down to 7 seconds remaining, so a hard-fought game here tonight, but in the end, the Illini will prevail. Illinois winning it as the final seconds tick away and the buzzer sounds and this game comes to an end. So your final score here tonight, the University of Illinois Fighting Illini 7, the Roosevelt University Lakers 4. So the two teams split this weekend series.
Unofficial shots on goal for the third period. For the Fighting Illini, 6 total for the game, 34. For the Roosevelt Lakers, 7 shots on goal for the third period, 21 for the game. Once again, unofficial shots on goal.
Scoring in the third period, both goals going to the Lakers at 9:56. Kohler Crozier with a tally, and then at 17:33, the final goal of the game. Jack Quigley, a second tally of the night. As handshakes here at center ice. Game got a little bit wild early on, settled down late, and Illinois able to prevail, winning it by a final of 7-4. Our thanks to all of you for tuning in. Thanks to Steve Hayes on game operations, and thanks to all of you again for being with us. And as well, we appreciate your patience with our technical issue here. We had to quickly rev up a separate video stream for the second half of the game. So we thank you for that. We hope you'll join us next weekend. It'll be Roosevelt against Robert Morris, Friday night and Saturday afternoon here at the Edge. But that'll wrap it up for this home opening game. As again, the two teams split the weekend series. Your final again tonight, Illinois 7 and Roosevelt 4. Hope to see you as we continue on throughout the hockey season. Either way, until we speak to you again, this is Tom Westenfeld. Thank you so much for being with us. And for now, from the Edge Ice Arena in Bensonville, we wish you a very pleasant good night.